Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer, Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, December 5th through Sunday, December 11th, 2016. So we're into the last month now of this 9 universal year. The December monthly reading is also up and published on my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma, so you'll want to make sure to look at that monthly angel card reading as well if you haven't already. So for this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. And your special message card is going to be coming from the Magical Unicorns deck, also by Doreen Virtue. So your stones of choice, we actually have 3 different bracelets here that both have 2 stones each. So each of your special stones are actually 2 stones of choice. Your first choice is actually turquoise and howlite. And I'm just going to go with my intuition and knowing a little bit about these stones as far as what they mean. The turquoise howlite, if this is your choice for this week, is going to help you to open up your consciousness, open up your crown chakra to higher wisdom and information in order to speak your truth. Your second stones of choice, or bracelet of choice if you will, is this garnet and mother of pearl bracelet. And this is a very fine bracelet, but you can see the garnet in there. And the words that come to mind for the mother of pearl and the garnet bracelet are peace and purity and wisdom and balance, passion and commitment and love. Okay? Your last bracelet of choice, or stones of choice, are citrine and smoky quartz. And this makes me think of owning your power, being grounded and secure in your power, having an energy of protection around you, and opening up to abundance energies. So again, your bracelets of choice, or stones of choice, are turquoise and howlite, mother of pearl and garnet, and citrine and smoky quartz. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week. Now, on Wednesday, the 7th of December, we have Venus, which is the planet that rules relationships and love and our values and finances. It's moving into the sign of Aquarius. Now, she's been in Capricorn, and Venus, of course, being very much a loving, kind of divine feminine planet of merging. When it was in Capricorn, I don't know that it was all that comfortable. Venus in Capricorn was very goal-oriented. She became much more serious and practical and businesslike. And now that she's moving into Aquarius, she's going to be freedom-oriented. So it's still not the best placement for Venus, but you're going to find that while Venus is in Aquarius from the 7th of December until January 3rd, that divine feminine energy that we all have, each one of us has that divine feminine energy within us, but that divine feminine energy, which is all about unconditional love and compassion and nurturing and again, relationships and the merging principle, it's going to be much more independent, much more freedom-oriented, much more humanitarian in nature. So this is going to be a great energy to actually work on collaborating with other people of like mind on humanitarian types of projects. It's going to be a great energy to display your unique style, or the aspect of yourself that is very independent and, again, freedom-oriented. You might find that with Venus in Aquarius, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to break free of the relationship, although that can be part of it too, because Venus feels much more freedom-oriented and independent. So at the very least, it's going to give you this energy of really wanting to beat to your own drum, do your own thing, have a little bit of space, to really just, again, display your own unique talents or abilities or your own unique mindset and belief system regarding something. Now, on Thursday and Friday, and I don't always talk about the moon traveling through the signs of the zodiac, as you know, because it does that each and every day, moving through each sign of the zodiac in 2.5 days and going on to the next. But Thursday and Friday, the moon is in Aries. And the reason I'm bringing this up is that it's actually connecting with a lot of planets between Thursday and Friday. So while the moon is in Aries, it's connecting to Venus and Mercury on Thursday, and as we move into Friday, it's connecting with Pluto, and then the Sun, and then Jupiter, and then Saturn, and then Uranus, and then Mars. And we also have a nice sextile on Friday with the Sun and Jupiter, which are both very positive planets. The sun being our, the light that we shine, our sense of identity and personality. And Jupiter, again, is this planet of expansion and opportunities. And that sextile aspect is an aspect of opportunity. It's considered a positive aspect. So that, along with the moon traveling through Aries and connecting with all of these different planets, and it is kind of a mixed bag of energy with the moon connecting with all those planets. Some of those aspects are challenging, some of them are more positive in nature, but what it's doing is it's really fueling our capacity to make some things happen. So I would say that if you're wanting to initiate anything, and especially too because the moon being in Aries, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It is a take charge kind of sign. It is a sign of new beginnings and initiating something, that this is going to be a great time to do it, especially Friday. I think that while the moon is connecting to a challenging aspect with Mercury on Thursday, you might want to wait until early Friday to actually push forward with something and do that initiation, that new beginning, being a leader, taking charge, making something happen. So it's very action-oriented, and there's definitely something that is taking place. And again, it's very supportive in putting that energy of action towards your projects, your ideas, towards the next step on your path in some way. And then on Saturday and Sunday, the sun is actually connecting first with Saturn on Saturday, and then it's connecting with Uranus on Sunday. Now again, the sun is still in Sagittarius, and this is very freedom-oriented and inspirational and fiery and passionate in a way, and passionate with ideas and passionate for change and again for movement. With the sun connecting with Saturn on Saturday, it's helping to manifest something, because Saturn is this planet of manifestation. But again, it's in the sign of Sagittarius. Saturn, from the time it first went into Sagittarius, it spends 2.5 years in a sign. So this is actually a pretty good place for Saturn to be, even though we always think of Saturn as limitation and restriction and lessons, but Saturn can help with organization and prioritizing, and Saturn can help with, again, this manifestation principle and bringing things into form. The sun connecting with Saturn on Saturday helps to shine that light upon whatever this Sagittarius energy is. And again, Sagittarius is very inspirational. It's about our thoughts, our belief systems, our ideas, it's about expanding our potential. So I really think that this is a very positive thing. And again, coming on the heels of Friday's energy with the moon and Aries connecting with all those planets, I think it's going to be a really good weekend, because then we move into Sunday, and depending on where we are in the world, some of us may experience this more in the early hours of Monday, the 12th as well. But the sun is then going to be connecting to Uranus on Sunday, Monday. And again, Uranus is in the sign of Aries as well. And so Uranus is this higher vibrational energy. It's in Aries, which is kind of a warrior kind of sign. And we're really taking charge to make changes happen. Uranus can be about higher vibrational changes that are occurring on the planet. Now, the sun trining that on Sunday, Monday gives it a personal flavor. So whatever it is, it's really freedom oriented because both Sagittarius, where the sun is, and Uranus, the planet Uranus itself, are both very freedom oriented energies. Now, you might come in and experience some surprises or some sudden redirections, but I think they're of a positive nature because this is a positive connection. So whatever this is about, I'm feeling quite excited for this week. There's not really a lot of challenging things going on. It's definitely much more positive and bringing, again, opportunities to forward ourselves on our path. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards from the Fairy Tarot deck and see what our message is for the week for everyone. Okay, so this is a wonderful card to start out with. This is the Three of Summer. In the traditional tarot deck, this is the Three of Cups. And at the bottom it says, news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends that you cherish. Now, we are getting towards the holiday season, of course. We're nearing our Christmas time. And, you know, the three is about three or more people gathering together. And this is, you know, gathering with friends, gathering with family, gathering with those that we love and having fun and enjoying ourselves and really, you know, nurturing those connections that we have with others. I think that the more we evolve here on this planet, the more things are changing on the planet, the more things that are occurring on the planet that may seem challenging, but remember there's a reason for everything, but it really helps us to reflect on and think about what is really important in life. And what's really important in life are the connections that we have with one another, you know, supporting one another, helping one another, showing your love and caring to one another. That's what it's all about. And with the Three of Summer here again, we start out the week, or we have an energy for the week that talks about just enjoying yourselves. You know, again, focusing on what's important, which is gathering with others. Here we have a bunch of fairies. They're playing in the river. Their wings are full of flowers. They're surrounded by flowers, and they're just having a wonderful time. They're enjoying themselves. And this is where we need to focus our energies. Now, they're also saying that the number 3 here is about expansion. So we're expanding into these good emotions, expanding into these good feelings. But let's go ahead and take a look at the second card and get more information for the week. Okay, so this is Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. And the Chariot says, success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Whenever I see the Chariot, I always think of balancing our energies so that we can move forward, because we always have, you know, in this case we have a fairy that's in a chariot, and the chariot is being pulled forward by 2 dragonflies in the Fairy Tarot deck. But obviously in the traditional tarot deck, we usually have 2 horses, and one of those horses is usually depicted as white, and the other one is dark or black. And in the angel tarot deck, of course, there's an angel in the chariot. So it's always, to me, about like moving forward, you know. It's also about being free. They're saying it's about freedom as well, which is a lot of the astrological energies that we have for this week is freedom-oriented energies. When I think about a chariot kind of flying through the air, which, you know, of course, in the traditional tarot, it's actually being pulled down a road by horses. But in this case, we have dragonflies, and this fairy, it's being pulled through the air. So I think of freedom. I think of flying free, breaking free, just kind of floating forward in a very positive manner and having, again, fun with it. Dragonflies are a symbol of following the light. It's about trust in the power of light. That's really what it is. The dragonfly is trusting in the power of light. And, here we are. We're trusting in the power of light to pull us forward, to show us the next step. And through our ability to connect with our joyous feelings and having fun and connecting with others that we care about, it kind of raises our vibration to feel free to move forward and to explore. Now, the number 7 is a very spiritual number, to bring the numerology of this into it, but the number 7 usually is about going within, and it's about finding the light within. So that must have been why they wanted me to talk about the number 7, because 7 is about finding the light within yourself, and the dragonfly totem, again, is about the trusting in the power of light. So there's something about light, trusting in your own light, or recognizing your own light within. That's very important for this week as we move forward. Let's look at the last card. The last card, wow, okay, the Queen of Spring. I think we've had this recently. I don't know if it was in last week's reading or the reading before, but I remember having this recently. The Queen of Spring is the Queen of Fire, or the Queen of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. And it says brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. And at the bottom it says believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. And then it says, what does it say? I'm sorry. Let's see here. It says bringing in a balance between work and home life. Oh, maintaining a balance between work and home life. Sorry about that. Couldn't see that first word there for a minute. But the Queen of Spring, or the Queen of Fire, Queen of Rods, this is definitely about you, again, stepping into your independence, your inspiration, your power, your creativity, your strength, your voice. If I didn't say it already, your courage. These are all of the energies that surround this particular queen. Especially confidence. Confidence really kind of sticks out to me. And she's wearing this kind of fiery red color, which again is a very kind of creative and passionate, strong color. Red is a strong color that really makes you noticed by other people. So again, she's got a light that's above her head too. So again, we have that indication of connecting with your source of light, connecting to your higher power, connecting to the universe, connecting to your higher self, connecting to the light within yourself this week is truly very important. So again, I feel like it's movement forward, and it's really being in a space of being much more confident and creative and independent. So let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card, depending on your stones of choice or your bracelet of choice here this week. So here we have the Magical Unicorn deck. I don't use that often, but you know what? This one's sticking up already. Nope, this one doesn't want to come out, so I guess that wasn't the one, but all right, so of course this one's sticking up. For the turquoise howlite people, it says, you'll know in the morning. Okay? It says, when you wake up, you'll have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. So what I'm getting from this card is that you've been contemplating something for quite a long time, but not really sure what the right next step is, or not really sure what the right decision for you is. I feel like there's been some anxiety in your life lately, some confusion, and again, just this things of unclarity, not being very clear about things. But if you'll notice, this woman sitting on a unicorn here, the sky is actually purple. She's actually dressed in purple, and the sky has this purple kind of hue to it, and it makes me think of higher consciousness. Again, it makes me think of the crown chakra, which vibrates to that purple color. So if you go to sleep or go to bed or in your meditation during the day, focus on that crown chakra energy. Focus on opening yourself up to higher information, for opening your crown chakra to higher messages of guidance. opening up to clarity. And whether it be actually literally in the morning you're going to wake up with the answer, what I will say is that at least throughout this week, at some point during the week, I feel like you are going to have clarity. You are going to have the answer that you're seeking. You're going to know what the right decision is or what the right next action to take is. So again, maybe it's literal, but I want to at least say that during the course of this week, and in fact when I look at the astrology for the week, with the sun connecting with Uranus on Sunday, Monday, I would definitely say that that's going to be when you feel inspired and when there's some sort of aha moment that occurs for you. All right, for those of you that chose the Mother of Pearl and the Garnet bracelet, let's see what your message is. Okay. I'm just not seeing it yet. Mother of Pearl and Garnet. Okay, this one is calling my attention. Nope, this one. Okay, this one, Spirit. Thank you. Believe in yourself, okay? Believe in yourself. At the bottom it says, see yourself doing well, and you will. So this is actually a message of using your visualization and manifestation abilities, okay? The power of your mind, the power of your thoughts is a very strong thing. And if you truly, have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, and a lot of times it takes, some centering and meditation to gain that positive way of looking at yourself. So make sure that you're doing some self-care and some self-healing in order to get to that place of confidence within yourself. But as you believe in yourself and as you visualize what it is that you desire, as you visualize yourself succeeding, see yourself in the end result of how you want to be. If you want to be successful or recognized for what you're doing out in the world, see that. If you desire some sort of financial security or abundance, visualize money falling down upon you from the universe, from all directions of time and space, or visualize these little sparkles of light as blessings of the universe coming to you. As you visualize, again, what it is that you desire, see yourself doing well, and you will. So it's really about your belief systems this week. And there's definitely a rainbow in here. So there's definitely this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow kind of thing that's coming for you. The clouds are clearing. We have clouds here in the background, but we have a lot of blue sky. And again, we have this rainbow. So the clouds are going to clear. Any clouds of confusion or doubts or fears will clear away, and this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is where you're going and what you're going to be manifesting for yourself. All right, for those of you that chose the smoky quartz and citrine, let's give these a little shuffle and see what your message is. Okay, this one's really wanting to be turned over. Wow, definitely yes is your answer. Let's see what the message at the bottom says. The answer to your question is a strong yes. Well, what more can I say about that? Obviously, you've had a question on your mind, or you've been thinking about something, wondering if you should do this or do that, go in this direction or go in that direction. Whatever it is that you've been contemplating, your angels and guides are definitely saying that yes is the answer to your question. Let me see if there's anything else that I can add to that in looking at this. I feel like there's something about looking back on the past, and it's time to let that go. The past is the past, and oftentimes if something has been completed or even partially completed, or in other words, there's no need to revisit the past. I feel like the past is the past. It's time to move forward. It's time to look ahead instead of looking back. And that's part of the clarity that you might be seeking as far as the answer yes to your question or what you've been contemplating for the past while. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. I want to thank all of you that subscribe to my channel, that comment and like my videos. all of you that are on my Facebook pages under Colleen Lemma and Sacred Soul Empowerment, and also who leave your support and love and appreciative comments. I am really grateful and thankful for all of that. It really assists me in believing in myself and in moving forward with what I'm doing. And I'm grateful and thankful for all of you out there that share your positive energies with me. So until next week, I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.